Right, so welcome back everybody. You're watching the Gigabyte Dota Masters Tournament. I'm Triumphant Man. Joining me is Gods from Absolute Legends, and you're watching Sequential Gaming on the Radiant side. They're up against Inv-Red on the dice. So this is going to be, well, Sequential not that well known, but they've had some solid results so far. And I mean, they've been willing to. I mean, they haven't taken any walkover matches so far. I know Big Plays, the other not so well known Australian team, has actually been forced to take 2 walkover matches because their opponents did not show up. Everybody apparently afraid of them. Afraid of the Muffin Man. But tied under here, God's the first ban by Invasion.
Yeah, something tells me maybe the Muffin Man is threatening to squash them. We're going to have, tied under Lycan being the 2 bans here. Inv-Red with the first pick here, so pretty much those top heroes are likely to be banned from SQL. We'll see the Lycan. Probably heroes like Invoker being banned as well, and whether or not they're scared of maybe Inv-Red picking up heroes such as Chen, we'll have to wait and see. But SQL, having a great run so far with 2 wins, not a single loss, and beating some decent opponents, Neolution as well as GOG. So we're going to have a game now. They're up against Inv-Red, who have not really... This is their first game. I've seen a bit of them in the past, but they're not really all that well known for their Dota 2 skills, mostly for their Dota 1 prowess.
We'll see what they can handle here. Now, I've noticed the anti-major ban once again. We saw a pretty... Well, it was a replay cast, Tongpu versus Ice. It was a pretty damn crazy game. That anti-mage got out of control so far. So it shows he's still one of those heroes that even though he's not kind of the first pick, first ban material that he used to be, like you must get this hero. But he's still definitely very, very scary if left alone. And we've got, there we go, the Brewmaster ban as well too, and Lycan as well. These are definitely very, very feared heroes in this metagame. To see both of them banned is not uncommon at all. But just waiting on the next ban now from Inv-Red. But I'm just wondering if we'll see Windrunner actually get banned, because she's a common pick and ban here in this Asian scene.
Oh, absolutely, and it's especially the teams, the Southeast Asian teams we see love picking up that hero. They'll pick it up right off the bat. Even with heroes like Chen and Invoker left in the pool, they'll still sometimes go for that Invoker. I mean, I've seen teams they'll still go for the Windrunner. I've seen teams pick Windrunner over Lycan in games, and it's just a hero they love to use, and it's because of how versatile it is, because of how strong in lane it is. And SQL now with their last ban, Chen's still in the pool, so is the Prophet. I definitely think Prophet has been phased out a bit. So probably not going to see that being banned unless they want to leave a few of those strong heroes in the pool. Chen's still there. I don't think Inv-Red use Chen all that often though, so I'll have to wait and see what they want to go with. They use heroes like DK or Darkseer, of course, still in the pool. I think that's probably the smartest ban that SQL could have done there.
Yeah, just because Prophet, like you see, he's sort of fallen out of favour. He needs to sort of get to that mid-game point where he can start really keeping all the lanes pushed as much as possible. Whereas if he starts, like if his team comes under a lot of pressure early on, he really just cannot respond that well. Can't really support the lanes all that well. So I think this is probably, like, he really just needs to hit that mid-game timing. Unfortunately, he's just not that hot at it. But we do have, again, Darkseer ban. Like you said, he's definitely incredibly popular. So damn good. Like, the Iron Shell does so much damage, the Surge, a great utility spell, and then even his Wall of Replica, really good for pushing. Leshrac, though, getting picked up, and here's another hero that's been so damn popular in the GDM. Just really strong, lots of AoE, and we don't even always see him as a Ceremony carry. Sometimes we see him as a support, a soft support. Don't really like it myself, but it does work at a pinch.
And with the Earthshaker first pick by Inv-Red, it's a nice lane here, but it does sort of open things up for SQL to pick some very dominant heroes. They can go with the Chen if they want. They can go with Windrunner here. Either way, they're going to have some strong lanes and a really strong mid-game. This Leshrac with pushing power. Windrunner could give them a nice hero to buy those utility items such as Mech up on, and they are going to go with the Prophet, which is a nice, similar to the Windrunner. You can get those items like Mech up as well as Pipe, even a Necrobook if you want the pushing power, but Prophet. SQL, they've got a scary lineup, and with that third pick, they could go for the Chen, the Windrunner, unless Inv-Red will pick up both those heroes now. But either way, SQL will have a very strong draft.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do. Of course, Prophet, yeah, he, like you said, very versatile in the items, but I'm waiting to see what Inv-Red go with. I mean, they've got one really good support in the form of Earthshaker. I'm just wondering if they'll back it up with something like CM. CM's still in the pool. I don't think we'll... really doubt we'll see another melee support just because it's really unlikely to have that. Maybe Vengeful Spirit. I mean, Vengeful Spirit and ES are two really common troublemakers as well, roaming around causing all sorts of hell with their 2 stuns. But I mean, we've got Vengeful Spirit left, we've got Crystal Maiden left, Shadow Demon, I suppose, still there as well. We've got the lesser known supports. We've still got Ancient Apparition on the board. Lion has actually been picked up a few times in these Asian games, but I honestly don't feel him as that hot as a support hero, just because low levels for Lion kind of suck, and if he's doing lots of hard support, like lots of pulling, lots of just sort of roaming around trying to set up kills early on, he's not that good at it, and he loses a lot of experience, doesn't get those levels that he wants running, doesn't get those levels that he wants up and running. Is it just random
Yeah, and
pop up in the chat?
the Dire team are really using up the Dire team are really using up a lot of their time here. I'd say here with these couple of picks, just go with your other support here. Maybe pick up the Crystal Maiden or the AA. They're going to go with the Night Stalker, which will give them a strong solo mid. Okay, Windrunner. I think picking up the Windrunner is a must-pick hero here. If SQL got the Windrunner as well, they would have had such strong lanes, such strong mid-game push, and they are going to see Broodmother in the hands of SQL. I believe it's going to be Kux who plays that side lane solo Broodmother. And that's a pretty scary amount of push coming out from SQL, and they can, now that they've picked that third, they can ban up the Sand King with this 4th and 5th ban.
As I see a few people asking, a sequential Australian or from Australia or New Zealand, they've got both. They've got players from Australia and from New Zealand. So, but because we have got Australian players on the team, even if it's only one player, we claim it as our own. That's just how we roll. That's how Australians work. When they can't win at something, they go and find somebody else to win for them. But yes, Bruma, I mean, I've even seen, like, she hasn't been picked or banned that much. She's been in a few bans, but when she's getting left, like, she hasn't been hitting the ban pool that often, and then she's just hasn't been getting picked up. So I mean, she's sort of she's one of those heroes just sort of comes in and out of favour, I find. But we'll see what kind of damage she can do here. And like you said, like, it's got 3 lanes. If you respond, like, you're gonna have Fury on lanes, you'll have Leshrac in a lane, Fury on a lane, Bruma on a lane, and if they respond to pressure, like if the Dire team respond to SQL's pressure anywhere on the map, they'll be leaving a tower wide open, because any of those heroes can quickly demolish a tower just with their minions or with their spells, obviously the Leshrac, using Edict to great effect and just spamming nukes to blow down the creep waves before they can get to defend there. So I'm thinking the Dire side at the moment, they will definitely need to make sure they've got some early game firepower.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to make sure they shut down this Brood, and with heroes like Sand King, Darkseid being banned, they can't sort of go head-to-head with it in a 1v1 matchup. They're probably going to have to put either 2 or 3 heroes in that top lane against the Brood and just beat it using those Sentry Wards and keeping Brood down to level 1. Even then, Brood can just cut down trees with the web, avoid the Sentry Wards as well if possible, and it's one of those heroes where it's one of those drafts where SQL will put so much pressure on with this Broodmother, their other lanes are going to absolutely shine, and then they've got the Prophet who can always TP in to gank the lane with Broodmother. So I think Invasion Red do need to put on their thinking caps. What can they go with here? Night Stalker is not the best early game laning hero. He doesn't really shine until it does get that nighttime. Even then, the first nighttime, against a hero like Broodmother is still hard to gank because Broodmother is so damn fast in those webs. So I think Invasion needs some sort of big laning hero to maybe go up against Broodmother. Heroes like DK with the Flame Breath maybe can do that.
I think that's why they banned the Sand King, although I honestly don't know if they could have worked it into Invasion, could have really worked into the lineup there. But of course, Caustic Finale is really good for just making Spiderlings just go away. Just pop a couple attacks on them, pop a Burrow Strike through them, and suddenly there are no more Spiderlings. They're all dead. Kill it with fire kind of situation. They've also banned out the Crystal Man. I just think because at the moment, well, I guess, well, no, neither team really has the supports up. I mean, they've got an Earthshaker on the Dire, but right now the Radiant don't have any of this. I mean, this is what they're going to be picking next, I think, just 2 supports to help their team out.
Yeah, well, depending on how they want to do this, I mean, Prophet could be put in that jungle, unless they want to run it as a solo mid hero. So I think SQL could, I mean, they've got a few options here. I think if they have the Prophet solo mid, it's not the strongest here. We do see Invasion Red go with the Queen of Pain. That's likely to be, well, I mean, depending on how they want to do it, they've got the Night Stalker, Windrunner, and Queen of Pain as their 3 core heroes. So depending on whether they want to put Night Stalker in the safe lane or the Queen of Pain in the safe lane, maybe it is going to be Queen of Pain up against that Broodmother at top, and then the Night Stalker mid, Windrunner at bottom. Yeah,
well, I think like they could put Prophet, but I mean they could also put him in the side lane, just leave him there for a bit, and just have even Leshrac take the mid, just because we've seen Leshrac control mid pretty well just through there. Leshrac is one of those heroes. He just has so much firepower. He's a dangerous customer at just about any point in the game. So even he can control like the mid lane just through sheer damage output alone. I think Venomancer though getting picked up by the Dire side, which doesn't leave them with a lot of options on the Radiant for a final spot if they are going for another spot. I mean, like you said, they could just run Vengeful Spirit as well, they're going to just drain her, and look, it looks like they might actually.
They're going to go with the Enigma in jungle, I want to say here, and then put the Prophet mid, or alternatively they could put Prophet in jungle and then the Enigma mid. AL have actually done quite a lot of solo mid Enigma, just because you use the conversion, you can last hit so well, and sure, you think Enigma when you put it as a solo hero goes in the side lane, but he does pretty much equally well at mid. He's just kind of a bit prone to being ganked there, and the Enigma, I would say is going to be in jungle though, with maybe Fimofu playing the solo mid Prophet.
Only one thing I'm really worried about is there are a lot of summons, or well, a lot of pets on the Radiant side, and you know, first pick.
I see where you're going.
Yeah,
I see where you're going with this.
I think at one point in the game somebody might forget, like they might just have a slip of the mind, and then Earthshaker's going to have a field day. So we'll see what happens anyway. We'll see if anything goes terribly wrong, but they will definitely need to try. If they are going to have a ton of minions, they will need to try and isolate and pick off Earthshaker as quickly as possible. Otherwise, he's going to cause some problems. Let's just change the scenes now. And here we go. So predictions, you think they might pop either Prophet or Enigma mid?
Yeah, it's going to be Prophet. From who's playing the Prophet, he almost 90% of the time is playing the solo mid cuts. On the Broodmother will be their side lane solo. It looks like he is going to be soloing top lane. Leshrac just heading top to start with to put some observer wards down. Probably block that pull. Double Donkeys is out on the Dire team. Yes, they are using the Filipino gaming strat, which is the Bottle Crow. Inv-Red are probably one of the few non-Filipino teams to use this Bottle Crow. And even Mineski and Dreams haven't used the Bottle Crow yet with Double Donkeys in Dota 2 yet, just because I don't think they've had enough time to practice using it. It's not the easiest thing to suddenly start doing when you switch from Dota 1 to Dota 2, but Inv-Red have had lots of time to practice. They're going to do with that. And that's going to allow Queen of Pain to go 1v1 against Brood at top using that Bottle Crow. Without it, Queen of Pain just gets harassed down too much. But basically, you have non-stop regen coming towards you using that Bottle Crow. So I think this is smart from Inv-Red. And
we want, well, SQL, they want shoutouts to Seize Up as well as Jumong, although Seize Up definitely more popular there. Apparently Jumong is not as good a friend as Seize Up, but it looks like Baladar is rolling the mid lane, although they might have... Well, he got spotted. They almost sort of clashed here for a second, but Vengeful Spirit backed up. I think she spotted him as well. Lots of pinging happening here saying, look out, there's trouble coming. There's a good luck, have funds come out. The wards are getting thrown down. That should protect the mid lane. Nice ward there. I've got to say, that is a good one. Will help protect that mid lane, just because these two supports down here, very, very aggressive, can get... If they get in behind the Furion, it's going to be really hell for him, especially since he can't even use the trick to drop the sprout himself. Although, oh, Leshrac, where are you going? Gets hit by the Venomous Gal. Now in some serious trouble. Here comes a Fissure, going to get dropped. Split Earth, nowhere even close. And it looks like First Blood going to go to the Dire here, right now. Couple more attacks. One more. Can they get it?
Oh. The poison may do enough damage. So I think the poison will get it. Oh, 7 HP. He gets the attack though. Shen GG.
If he just headed straight down, didn't juke up to the left for a little bit, he would have gotten away. I think he's just going, damn it. Didn't really think about where I was clicking, but still, good result there for the Dire.
Yeah, good result. This Inv-Red bottom tri lane is a little scary amount of killing potential. ES, Venomancer, Winner, all great tri lane heroes. And we are going to see a bit of a roam coming out from ES Venom. Maybe going to look for this Enigma who is trying to jungle up here. Or maybe just look for a quick early gank on mid. But that Observer Ward, well placed, is going to spot them.
Yes, of course. Like, I mean, Furion, even his trick with, like, sprout yourself and then teleport, it doesn't work against Venomancer just because, well, he just drops a ward inside your sprout and they can catch you in there. So it's going to be relatively annoying for them. Or relatively annoying for Furion, as it looks like the Dire supports have broken off. They've gone, you know, we're not going to be able to manage this. And now they're rolling back to the bottom lane. Although the Radiant, they know they're coming again. They walk past that ward.
Doesn't really matter though. They're just looking to get the lane control at bottom lane. And this tri lane is going to completely destroy the dual lane, or at least keep them away from XP, I believe.
This is true. Like, they have got a relatively aggressive Tron. They've got the stuns there, the 2 stuns. They've got really powerful nukes there. Of course, Power Shot really insanely strong. And they've got the slow from the Venom Scale. Not going to do that much damage, as I am expecting Shen GG there to keep it on level 1 and not really bother leveling it up. Just because we see the ward build so damn common. There is again the Venom Scale getting thrown down on the Vengeful Spirit, although no follow-up there from the Dire.
Yeah, and right now, top lane's really interesting as well. We've got Brood versus Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain getting an early Sensual. I'm not sure whether she bought them herself or got fooled them, but using that, so whenever Brood goes in the last hit, chuck down the Shadow Strike as well as a couple of right clicks, and that means Brood cannot completely control this lane and get as many last hits as she would like, as Queen of Pain doing a nice job of harassing, and Queen of Pain will go for that early bottle, as they've upgraded both their couriers. So Queen of Pain, I think, will win this top lane, and that's not normally a matchup you'd think Queen of Pain would do that well in.
Well, no, and Brood also hasn't rushed the Soul Ring, so she will take her a little bit of time to get it up and running. She went straight for a Poor Man's Shield as well as some regen, didn't rush that, because often we see the Broods actually go to the lane with the Soul Ring recipe up and running. Oh, Baladar very low, actually. Very, very low. Needs to be careful.
Ooh. A nuke at bottom misses Venomancer through a Venomous Scale. It actually missed both heroes. I think he was trying to hit both rather than just getting one, so in the end he missed them both. And if that had hit, I think they could have got a kill, but SQL managing to do alright apart from that First Blood so far, but definitely they are going to have to worry about their top lane not doing as well as they would like. And same at bottom, Prophet going to maybe have to look to get involved and set up some ganks soon.
But I think as long as they can delay, get the Broodmother relatively farmed up, I don't really feel that the Dire currently have much of a late game answer to the Broodmother. See there, I think that's the Bottle Crow happening. Yep, there we go, the Bottle getting shuttled out this Queen of Pain. We'll see if she starts spamming and then shuttles it all the way back. We'll find out in just a second. The Fissure goes down to the bottom lane though. It's Envy, the Vengeful Spirit, in a little bit of trouble. It looks like the Shrek on once, in fact, he's currently being out CS by Vengeful Spirit. Not having much fun down there.
It's actually a Vengeful Spirit being played as a farmer. Envy is their normal farmer player, so Leshak is actually a support hero here. And Queen of Pain has used the bottle, he's sending it back to base, and he's just using that Bottle Crow now, putting down the other Sentry Ward and going to look to pressure Kux in this top lane. And the good thing about Queen of Pain against Brood is that the Scream hits Brood even when Brood is in Invis. So Queen of Pain can just spam away and just constantly have that bottle going back and forth.
And Envy being dived in his bottom lane, he's cut his way free, he's out of Tango, so pops his magic wand. It looks like they might be able to box him in. Unfortunately, there is a hasted Ballinar at his bottom. It's not night time, but it doesn't matter too much. He should be able to clean this up. These two heroes relatively squishy, a 4v2 situation in the bottom lane, and a very easy kill. Which also should mention, Queen of Pain bought some more Rev Wards, and I think they might be getting shuttled out right now along with that bottle. And like you said, like this is really going to piss Brood off, especially since she doesn't have that Soul Ring to help her just spam the spawn Spiderlings.
Yeah, no, that is going to be a very difficult lane for Brood. I mean, pretty much it's going to have to use the nukes on the Queen of Pain rather than use the Spiderlings to farm and push the wave. It's going to be constant Soul Ring spam onto there. As we see Night Stalker finds an Invis Rune at bottom. I'm going to head back towards mid. Prophet still yet to leave this lane, has gone for an early earn. He definitely needs to start ganking soon. This bottom lane as well as top lane not going in SQL's favour.
I do find this sort of semi-carry Vengeful Spirit interesting. I mean, honestly, I thought they would go with the semi-carry. Oh wow, they intercept the courier. Nice work there. That will slow down the Bottle Crow. In fact, I'm guessing they saw like the Crow come out to Queen of Pain and just went, you know what, Famofu, go and intercept that, and he just went, oh, free kill. So that's definitely a boom. That's like two. I know people called out before. I think it's 220 gold per team member. So it's pretty much like almost like a tower kill.
Yeah, that is what SQL needed. I mean, that's better than a gank on one of these support heroes at bottom. But Night Stalker now popping the Invis, going to look for a gank at top. Brood is very low. He's got the Soul Ring, but he doesn't have any HP. If he pops that Soul Ring, wow, he gets taken down to 5 HP. Night Stalker going to come in. I don't think he got spotted by the tower just yet, but Kux needs to be careful. If he backs off to go heal at Fountain, he will get sniped, but no. Night Stalker decides against it.
I really thought Queen of Pain was going to blink in and drop a next Rev Ward. Just next, even though it was next to the tower, just drop it in just to briefly light him up and give him the opportunity, Night Stalker the opportunity to drop a nuke on Broodmother and take him out. But as it is, they decided, you know, we'll play it safe, just back up. And I'm just waiting. Oh, Ballinar, it's night time now. Furion trying to pull out. There's the silence. Furion in some serious trouble. Gets an item. Gets a scroll and goes, you know what, I'm out of here. He will get away safely. Just in time, the nick of time. They're very lucky on that scroll. There's a stun, their magic missile. Enigma now getting stuck in the mouth. It's a shackle shot though. Split Earth goes down as well. And Furion ports into cause some trouble. He's going to throw it in the Sprout here. Nope, actually doesn't. Oh no, it's on Windrunner. I thought he was going for ES there, but Windrunner cuts away free with a Tango. And she's also got the offensive earn on. She will teleport out unless someone can drop a stun. Split Earth, fantastic shot there. Windrunner getting taken out.
That's what SQL needed. Because Prophet used his TP scroll back to base, he actually had his teleport skill up and could come out bottom. And now, not going to get caught out here. And Enigma going to maybe try and push this bottom lane. They've got Prophet there as well as Enigma. The summons from those two heroes. No mana on the ES. Really nice play from SQL there, as they did manage to pick up a couple kills and some much needed kills as the push is now happening at bottom lane.
And also they did manage to stack a bit of damage on the top tower as well. Broodmother actually managed to force Queen of Pain to back up. I think she went back to get a bottle because she missed that. As Ballinar goes in deep, gets hit by a magic missile, Split Earth as well. There comes a Maleficent. He's into some serious trouble. The Eidolons as well, still in position to attack him. Shackle shot doesn't latch. Power shot going through there, not hitting a whole lot. The Eidolon's actually in the perfect position to cause some serious damage. As Venomance, again, he's stuck. He's stuck. He's boxed in for Mofu with the body block from the Treants. Fantastic. And that is exactly what SQL wanted to turn this back in their favour. As it looks like Queen of Pain again dropping some more ward step. Here, I think she's got the Soul Ring, and here comes the harass. And losing that bottle just as the Soul Ring came up, I think was a massive blow to Queen of Pain's control in this top lane.
I mean, that Crow kill really turned this game around. It created so much more space for SQL to get involved, get in the game. And we can see this bottom lane, they've got a 4-kill swing in their favour. They're going to get the mid-tier 1 tower with Fumofu. And Brood at top lane is having a much nicer time now that Queen of Pain does not have that bottle. And one career kill has just changed the game immensely there, as SQL are back in this game. Actually, all the momentum is going their way. They're up by 2.5k gold now, and a big XP swing as well in their favor.
So I'm guessing now Furion is... Basically, if Furion's on the other team, you really have to be careful about your Bottle Crow strat, I guess. So we'll probably be seeing a few more teams, you know, make their courier take random paths home rather than just go, you know, deliver, return, and queue it on that. Because that was definitely a great intercept by Famofu. That's really messed up. Invasion Red, something harsh here. Venoman's picked up boots.
Yeah. He's thinking about it, bottom lane. And no, looks for the block from Leshrac. Not going to get it though. Those Plague Lords only, well, they're level 2 though. They're quite easy to take out. But right now, Invasion Red, no, they need them sort of turn. They can't let this Prophet just constantly come at them at bottom. And it looks like that will happen again now. Oh no, the TP is on cool. TP's just back up from Prophet. The ultimate goes in. ES will drop. And will they look for another kill at bottom? The Venomance or the Windrunner could go down here. Prophet TPing.
I can hear him.
And he's going to get the Veno. Yeah.
Oh, the Veno walked straight into that. Down goes Venomancer. Leshrac relatively low. The Split Earth coming in. Shane stuns abroad as Queen of Pain now jump in. As it looks like down goes Enigma. Getting cleaned up there by the Nightsteel. Of course, it is Balinar's first Nightsteel. Queen of Pain also on the warpath here. And Famofu running for his life. Although here comes a Shackle Shot. It doesn't latch. So how did that not latch? It was next to a tree. And they're just going to cut down the trees though. And now really mess up Prophet's day. So a good counter gank, but meanwhile pressure on the top tower, they will lose their top tower. So, you know, they got a few kills out of it, which was definitely good, but they lost a few heroes at the same time. And they'll also lose their top tower, so Broodmother just sort of free farm. And like I said before, I really feel the Dire Team, Gods, doesn't have an answer to late game Broodmother. Yeah,
the late game Broodmother is going to be fairly big threat. They've got the ability to kite him around though, which is what you do against the melee carries. Heroes like Lifestealer, Brood, you have to kite them around. They've got the blink on the Queen of Pain. Windrunner is a great hero for kiting around. Venomancer is okay. You've got the slows there, and even Nightstalk with his mobility and his slow, you've got heroes that can sort of stop Broodmother from doing too much damage, but definitely the push coming up from Broodmother. As soon as Queen of Pain recognized that they needed help bottom lane, but Brood just took the opportunity to take down a quick tier 1 tower at top. And SQL, the momentum's still in their favor, but now another gank at bottom. Ooh, misses the Sprout.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, even if he landed that Sprout, Windrunner can cut her away free anyway, so not a big deal. What they really needed was a good swap there from Vengeful, who is level 6 at the moment. Just looking at Enigma, he went for a fast soul ring, that's pretty socks, and also went for treads as well, as I can hear guys just chowing down on something there.
It was meant to be subtle. I'm like, oh, let's subtly open this. No, it's not. And top lane, Brood pops the ultimate as Queen of Pain actually blinks in. Queen of Pain, pops the ultimate, and then looks like they will trade hits. Queen of Pain gets a kill on Brood. Bit of a misplay there coming out from Cuss.
And look, they've learned. They have learned from their mistake with Famofu. They've started hiding the courier in the top patch of trees.
Okay.
Yeah, they have learned. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on them. They say, shame on you, they say, or whatever.
But still, SQL with a lot of sort of pushing momentum in their favor. I mean, you see Brood getting picked off at top, but as soon as that happens, SQL say, okay, let's make up for that at bottom. We're going to get a tier 2 tower. Much like before, when they got ganked at bottom, Brood made up for it at top, getting a tower. Queen of Pain can't help.
Windrunner, how did she get that? Edict, 4 heroes, Eidolons, Triads. Just slots an attack in there. Don't worry, I got this. I got a sharpshooter extraordinaire there. That was ridiculous. I suppose, I mean, you might as well go for it. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you get that hit in. As it looks like Centaur about to be farmed down here. What else we got? Leshrac still... he's maxing Edict too. I mean, it's working right now, but I just feel, especially once Queen of Pain really... And Queen of Pain and Balinar start getting into the mix more and more, it is going to become harder and harder for Leshrac to be effective in these fights. Just because not enough health. Just shit, not enough health right now.
Yeah, I totally agree. And this is not just like, this is a hard support Leshrac. Often you'll see support Leshrac, but it'll be when there's a Crystal Maiden or some other hero to do most of the warding, most of the buying the courier, buying the upgrade. But right now, Leshrac is their only real support hero. Enigma is looking to farm up those items, whether it's a mech, a blink dagger. Enigma is not buying the ward, so Leshrac is going to be very poor, very underfarmed. And this Edict build is not what you want to go when you're playing as a pure support hero. The Lightning Storm is the more reliable, the safest DPS output there, as we are going to see. Stun and mid, Kelvin goes down. ES once again getting a bit out of position.
However, it is good at pushes. Now Leshrac in some serious trouble. Does pop the Edict before he gets hammered by that Void. He's got some backup. Doesn't matter though. The haste has been popped by Vodki there. Venomous Gale on top of Vengeful Spirit. The Black Hole gets thrown down, catching both Venomancer and Queen of Pain. Venomancer may get away here. No, he gets cleaned up in the end there. As now Vengeful Spirit going down as well. Famofu needs to get out. That was not a good engagement with him. Leshrac just, I don't know what he was way too far up. And like you were saying, just does not have the health to stand up against him. He got caught out so damn fast. Needs to be hiding back behind his teammates at all time, pretending he's Crystal Maiden effectively. He can't be mad mode. He can't be the man modeless Shrek with the beard. He's got to pretend he's beardless tonight.
Yeah, I totally agree there, and that's why the Lightning Storm can be of use there. I agree with the Edict for pushing down towers. I think maybe he should just stay with level 1 or level 2 stun, maybe get a couple on Edict, but he needs to just max the Lightning Storm and use that as his main source of DPS. And now Invasion Red picking up 3 kills in a row there. Triple kill for the Windrunner, in fact, is really going to help get them some items and farm that they need. Windrunner's going to be trying to make up that mech as quick as possible. And ES actually not anywhere near close to any sort of item. So right now the Invasion Red heroes are quite underfarmed. I mean, Zeno, ES, neither of them with the Arcane Boots that they want. And Windrunner as well, still quite a long way to go before that mech.
We'll see what happens indeed. Down the bottom way. Oh, I don't know. What do you think this Vengeful's going to do? I don't know. Carry Venge. It's one of those things, you know, it works in a pub, but have you ever seen like the carry Venge like that often in the competitors? I've never seen Vengeful be played as a farming hero.
Navi have used it a few times, so they'll run like a dueling Vengeful Spirit, maybe with like VS Venomancer was the one when they first made it popular. But it's not completely unheard of, but it's not really like a hard carry. It's a secondary carry, do some DPS. He's going to probably go for a Manta style, I want to say. He's picked the Boots of Elven Skin, so Manta style, Sun and Yasha, something which will give him some survivability as well as DPS, as Brood will be the main hero to look out for. Brood looks to be going for an Orchid. He's going to get caught out at top lane. The dust gets popped. Brood in trouble now. He is going to look to TP. He may just survive. There's the Queen of Pain ultimate. Level 2 Queen of Pain ultimate. I was about to say that did a lot of damage, more than I expected, because Queen of Pain is level 13.
I was about to say, oh yeah, he's away, he's fine. There's 8 seconds on that cooldown, then, oh wait, Queen of Pain shutting that down completely. Now, Inv-Red is going for that BKB, has got the Ogre, well, I assume it's going to be BKB, has picked up the Ogre Club. Now, a Nature's Prophet, it looks like Nature's Prophet might, I mean, that could be a 4-star, or it could be a Necro book. But considering how hard, I guess, SQL have been trying, they're pushing.
Look at this top lane. The courier almost got sniped by spiderlings.
Oh wow!
It got down to 50 HP.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
He used the surge to get away, but that was pretty funny.
That would have been pretty bad. Losing his bottle, Queen of Pain losing her bottle twice in a row. That's ridiculous. But Earthshaker now was looking for the Prophet, who has just backed out. I like this lane bot here. It's a very interesting choice. I think a good one too. It just spots in case anybody's coming charging down there looking for a gank, so you can just farm that effectively. Although they've still got the bottom tower up though, it hasn't been taken out. In fact, SQL doing pretty good, holding on to most of their towers at the moment. Meanwhile though, the Dire team are losing most. Invasion Red struggling just a bit there, and obviously there is a pretty strong. I mean, I'm pretty sure Prophet's building the Necro book there. Oh no, it is not. I'm wrong. It's a 4-star.
Yeah, going for the mobility from that, as we do see we're going to pick up the T1 tower, and meanwhile Brood mid takes out the Venom to help us in those boots, as that 4-star Brood now only has one Oblivion staff completed, but they want to push. They've got this strong sort of mid-game pushing lineup, as they are going to be marching forward. BKB coming on Enigma. They haven't really got any of those. No one's got a mech up yet, so I feel like it's going to be hard to push until they have at least a mech on their team. Maybe the pipe can come a bit later, but they need to focus on getting some core items up. But they want this T2 mid tower.
Well, Windrunner's porting back to help out. There's Balinar getting stuck in there on Vodki. Vodki, though, has Black Hole up. Can he find a spot to pop it down? He's already used Malphite. Looks like Balinar will get taken out. The shaft gets thrown down on Furion. Doesn't manage to latch, though. And Queen of Pain going toe-to-toe with Furion. Furion 4-staffing and trying to put out. Will he get taken out? He does escape. Split Earth not catching the Queen of Pain there. And also, I should mention, Windrunner has almost finished a mech. Fisher going down. Will trap. Oh, no! Leshrac. Kayfini, all sorts of stuck there as a shackle lands as well. Oh, swap doesn't really do a whole lot. Poured out there from Enigma. He will escape. The Venom Scale as well as the poison over being popped. Leshrac gets taken. It looks like Envy will die as well. It stayed too long to try and save the support hero, which I really don't think was worth it in the end. And for SQL, they're off to a great start, but I think they're faltering just a bit. Like you said, they're lacking those core items. Need the pipe or the mech just to help them deal with all this damage being dealt.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Prophet 4-star's a nice item, but if he'd gone for a mech up nice and quick, they could have had much stronger heroes to fight. And the mech is up on the winner, so that's going to help out Invasion Red deal with any sort of nukes in the AoE coming out from heroes like that Leshrac, although Leshrac obviously very squishy at this point. Has a couple breaks, so he's just looking to get up as cheap as possible, tanky items, all that he can afford with his minimal gold as he is doing all the warding. BKB going to be up soon on Enigma, but once again, Enigma's a hero who could have gone for the mech, could have gone for the pipe, and I think that would have helped out his team a bit more, because even with the BKB, he still walk in to get a black hole, and those heroes like Queen of Pain can blink away. Windrunner can just use Windrunner, or probably will go for a 4-star to help escape. And even EF can use that fissure to sort of stop Enigma from just charging on in as a sort of blocking mechanism. So I think even with BKB, this Enigma may not be able to get the black hole he's looking for.
Yeah, I mean, a big thing in that last fight was Enigma went through the entire thing not using his black hole, couldn't find a good spot to use it. Although, I should mention that Mith.trust, she's building a Yasha by the looks of it. I'm guessing Manta, maybe? Or I know Sanji and Yasha not a very popular. I would really be surprised if she built that. So we'll see what she does with this Yasha. Well, I assume she's building Yasha. She's got the Boots of Elephant Skin. She's got the Blades of Alacrity as well, so not getting the Yasha would be pretty surprising, I think. But I mean, we've seen weird builds like on the Nakes the other night, which just sort of grabbing all sorts of random items. Seemed to be a bit of a misclick. As Broodmother realizes she's under a little bit of pressure, decides to get the hell out. She has got a TP if she needs to escape. And it looks like she might be trying to fit. There we go. First Oblivion Staff done. In fact, she could get most of the rest of her next one as well. She'd get 2 out of 3 parts. Now, if she wanted, I mean, she's not that far away. She's only about, 1,000 gold away from finishing up her Orchid, which at 22 minutes or so is not too bad, I think.
Yeah, this is, it wasn't solo Queen of Pain. It was quite a tough lane. Often you'd see the silence up around sort of 16 to 20 minutes. So not the quickest, but definitely it has been a difficult game for the Brood. Now both teams are sort of slowing things down. Invasion Red, obviously, it's still daytime. They don't want to be too aggressive during the day. Night Stalker building towards an Aghanim Scepter. He's only 700 gold away from it, so maybe they'll wait for the Ag Scepter, and then when it is the next nighttime, they'll look to be very, very aggressive. They've got the items they need. They've got Arcane Boots up on ES. Venomancer going for Medallion, and Windrunner with the mech up will probably try to build towards that 4-star, which will give them the mobility they need to deal with heroes like Brood, as well as the Enigma Black Hole.
And a Rosh being done by Invasion Red at the moment. Looks like it's going to be uncontested. The Radiant don't know what's happening, so they're going to be going into this second night in very strong fashion. And even though the Radiant right now finishing up their mech on Prophet, looks like they're going to be ready. But I still think it's going to be the Dire. They're going to start hitting, like you said, they're going to start hitting really, really hard. And it's going to be down to, I think, the Radiant surviving, riding out the next 10-15 minutes or so, making sure they don't lose a Rax in that point in time. But like we said before, Broodmother, they don't really have the late game answer, and it's going to come down to how much can they kite her in the in those team fights, which I'm honestly not sure if they will be able to manage all that well, just because they're going to have things. They've got some good lockdown, they've got some ability change. I mean, if she's really struggling, Vengeful Spirit can move her around. She can move people back towards her. They've got the 4 stars to move her around if necessary. So I think they should be able to manage it.
Yeah, I definitely think I think they can deal with the Brood until Brood gets the BKB. Once Brood has BKB and the Silence pick up, that's when Brood will get a bit problematic. But now we see Queen of Pain picking up the Ag Scepter. Queen of Pain about to hit level 16 as well. Playing really well so far. Probably I think the highest level and most farmed in the game. Windrunner is the one who picks up the Aegis. Will be building that 4-star as ES. Still a long way from his Blink Dagger, but yeah, Brood is doing okay. But even though they haven't got the late game potential on Invasion Red, they've got such a strong mid game. They can maybe just seal the game here in the mid game. Their Queen of Pain, who is just getting a bit out of control with levels as well as the Aghanim Scepter, which will just allow her to use that ultimate. Every 40 seconds, it's just a huge boost to their damage.
I would say something I haven't really seen Brood do so far has been, here where she's doing it, is basically abusing her Spirelings and using them to farm the jungle while she does the lane, just trying to get as much gold as she possibly can. I mean, she's been doing okay, but she's not that high GP. It's at 365. At 21 minutes in, that's not super out of control. She has been left alone for a little while now, though she's been gained a couple times, up to 121 CS. And there is that Prophet ultimate. Also, I should mention the Prophet, I think he's got his mech done. No, he's about 80 gold shy from that. Earthshaker, Arcane Boots. Windrunner has just finished up a 4-star now. And the Dire team busy ganking through their own jungle. The question is, can they get there in time to counter-attack the Queen of Pain? Queen of Pain, though, getting mass stun. She's in some serious trouble. Will get nuked down before the Dire reinforcements can arrive to save her.
That was an important kill. Queen of Pain up to level 16 now and slowing down some of her momentum. That would have given quite a good chunk of XP and gold to SQL as they would have now pushed top. And Queen of Pain has buyback if they want to fight this, so they could maybe take SQL by surprise at this top tier 2 tower as Invasion Red, they're in position to do this. They've got 4 heroes. Queen of Pain can buy back and TP in. SQL may find themselves being met with some opposition as there's the buyback.
Okay, she has ball back, going to try and hold this off. Now, ES has a level, only level 1 Echo Slam though. Looks like SQL, no, they don't want to get near those minions. Venomancer, they're moving in. Ballinar also giving chase. He's going to throw down the Suns. No, gets hit by the mouth. It's BKB being popped by the Enigma. Can he get a good black hole if he's looking for it? There he goes, throws the black hole, catches 2 heroes there. The swap from BS, perfect swap into the into the black hole. Echo Slam goes down. We might lose Balnor. He speeds on out, and right now it's not looking good for the Radiant side. They've lost 2 heroes. They've only taken down Venomance in return. Not fantastic. Dust gets popped there on the Broodmother. She gets hit by a shackle shot. Can't run down anybody. The Urn burning away at Night Stalker. He does pop his own Urn though. Heal himself up. Queen of Pain just trying to hold off this attack. The mech just being delivered and being popped there by Famofu. And I don't think they'll be able to get this tower. Or
I
even
think the VS got a bit too tricksy there, as he swapped the ES into the black hole, but it just sort of, in the end, it just sort of made VS die, because VS suddenly found herself in between like 3 or 4 different Invasion Red heroes, and sure, ES was in the black hole, but then ES was in the perfect position to get off an Echo Slam on both the Enigma as well as the Vengeful Spirit, so that swap
it didn't do anything
costly.
to Enigma. He was already BKB'd up there, so...
Yeah, but it still does a bit of damage. The Echo Slam is somewhat physical damage, but Vengeful Spirit got completely KO'd.
Yeah, she did get hammered pretty damn hard. I'm just thinking, it's just, oh wow, Furion getting taken out. I think they need to wait until daytime before they try pushing against this Balnor at nighttime is really proving to be very problematic right now. See, he's just destroying them, as it looks like. Is he going to port out? No, Enigma doesn't have a port. He's in some serious trouble. He needs some backup, which Leshrac is going to try and provide. But this underfarm Leshrac is not being able to do he's not having a huge impact this game at all, but at the moment I'm thinking, Balnor's got a scepter and everything, it's making it very difficult for them to set up attacks, although Broodmother going to try and bring down this Windrunner who just 4 stops out of position, like you said, kiting so damn hard against this Brood. She will need that BKB up and running.
Yeah, and Brood is got the Ogre Club only on 400 gold though, so there's still a bit of a way to go, but Brood has not really, has been doing quite a bit of damage in these fights, has not been shut down all that well by Invasion Red, as we saw last fight, Brood just focusing down the Venomancer, but meanwhile, the rest of the Invasion Red team doing a lot of damage. Invasion Red still have not really managed to push down many towers, which is where SQL are doing, SQL only up by the one tier 2 tower and a tier 1 tower, but still, that is going to help them out.
I'm going to say that last fight, what really went wrong was Leshrac. Nobody followed up besides VS on that black hole. I mean, she can't do that much by herself. She hasn't got that much farm yet. She hasn't hit that hard. And she obviously has no... What they really wanted was Leshrac to be in the middle of that black hole, causing all sorts of havoc. And unfortunately, he got picked off really quick. I think Balnor or somebody might have aced him really, really damn fast. So I think, again, I just feel, had they not farmed the VS, like put VS on support and farmed Leshrac, this would be going so much better for them right about now.
Yeah, the problem was, sure, Enigma got off a nice black hole that hit 2 heroes, and in the end it found a 3rd hero, but like you said, Night Stalker not getting caught out. He just focused down on Leshrac. The thing is, they need to have those mechs and pipe up more than getting off. Sure, you get an assured black hole with BKB, but you're still not going to get a 5-man black hole. You only hit 2 heroes, and in the end, the heroes he doesn't hit cause a lot of problems. The Night Stalker taking out the Leshrac, as you said, and they needed that Leshrac damage.
Because that's their only form of serious AoE DPS, because they've got Furion, they've got Broodmother, they've got Vengeful, none of them, AoE DPS, none of them can really make super good use of that black hole, the disabled from the black hole, until relatively late in the game when they've got a ton of damage, gets out like 4 or 5 shotting heroes. So I think that really, really hurt them, the fact that Leshrac is underfarmed as all hell and just couldn't back them up. Maybe if they had something else, like a Darks here with Vacuum and Iron Shell to help them out as well, it would be a lot better. Oh, look at that shackle shot though, perfect shackle shot. Scream as well as the Sonic Wave, going to clean up the VS as well. Fantastic shackle from Windrunner, and now things are looking very, very tough.
Well, SQL are pushing away at top. They're going to do a counter push of their own. This is going to stop the Invasion Red. Invasion Red can't push into gate racks. They have to come back and defend. And Queen of Pain will blink in first. Doesn't have the ult for 20 seconds, but can spam that screen. As maybe SQL could look for a fight at bottom lane now that Queen of Pain isn't there.
I don't know. Invasion Red, they're still here. There's only Queen of Pain missing. And they still outnumber because Enigma and VS are still dead. They've only got one guy back here to fight right now. They need the ports to come in actually very, very soon, or they're going to start losing buildings. As here comes the pink. The ports coming in there from purple. Broodmother is back. Furion is also teleporting, although he's gone a little bit too much to the side. Doesn't manage to jump them from behind there. And the dive will back off successfully. Now, Shaker might just want to stop and go and farm. He's only 500 gold away from a blink. He could really afford to stop and go. You see there, he's just taking that farm. He can afford to do that.
Yes, is pretty low level though. He's only level 8 at 27 minutes in. So even when he gets a blink dagger, level 1 ulti not the strongest. Well, he can set up a nice fight and then follow that with a fissure.
He should probably
definitely not going to do all that much damage. Yeah, and Broodmother about to finish off the BKB, only 500 gold away. So that'll help out SQL a lot. But still, Queen of Pain, Boots of Travel now farming away at top lane. Aghanim Scepter up on both Queen of Pain and Night Stalker. And Night Stalker with that gem, that'll help keep track of this Broodmother in fights as there's a gank on bottom. Night Stalker, no, just going to sort of throw a nuke and run back. A bit too scared, as there isn't actually a Dire Ward in that bottom lane, giving them some nice vision.
I'm really not sure about this carry base, but we'll see how it does. She's got the Manta style up running, so she's starting to hit. She's starting to do a little bit. She's starting to hit pretty decent. And I mean, she hasn't maxed out the Vengeance Aura yet, so she's got some more damage coming from that. But we'll see how she does. I'm a little worried about the lane. Up in the top lane, there is a gank there on Broodmother. They've got reinforcements from the Dire incoming. Broodmother in some serious trouble, I think, has realised it was bait. Oh, look at that damage. The ult from Queen of Pain, the level 3 ult, the Sonic Wave doing way too much damage to Broodmother. They're just completely destroyed. Realize, oh wait a minute, I've gone way too far, and they just get basically take her out really, really damn easy. Now Enigma popping in the Midnight Pulse. Looks like he's trying to get up the pipe now, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold this. Pink.
Yeah, this top tier 1 tower will go down for sure, and they may have to even drop the. They may have to even let the second tier 2 tower go as well. Venomancer just at mid, trying to keep all these lanes pushed out. Venomancer's gone for a drum, so Invasion Red making sure they get up the mech, the drum. I don't know if they've got anyone going for a pipe at the moment though.
Just look through the items.
Does not look like.
I can't see one, no. Venomancer actually went for Medallion of Courage. It's just a good item, just don't see it all that often, but it definitely helps Balinar on his early ganks. Just helps him deal that little bit of extra damage. Furion just dead, like, so damn, screw these wards, they're so damn annoying. Can't really cut through them fast enough. Do you think Furion will just try and pick up some damage next? It looks like he might be getting a Stygian or a BKB.
Oh, I'd say he's going to go for a BKB here, just to help deal with the Earthshaker, the Windrunner, all those nukes. I mean, this Dire team, we've said it over and over again, they don't have much late game. It's all about their mid game nukes. So items like BKB is the perfect counter, and we see BKB coming on through. They've already got one on Enigma, and Leshrac could do it as well, as Fumofu gets another courier kill. Observer Ward, it's because of that Observer Ward, he knew where it was, and used that. I'm not sure. I think it still dropped off the Blink Dagger to ES. I think that was maybe ES's Blink Dagger. But yeah, still, some nice gold for SQL.
Well, it's daytime once again. SQL can unclench their anuses. Don't have to worry about that extreme gank now from the Balinar. So I think I like that from Furion. They're just destroying those trees, making sure nobody can use it to hide, to like ES, sort of camp there and wait to jump someone. I like that use, just getting tree clearing as much as possible. And, the ward spam, just trying to hold this back as much as possible, as it looks like Broodmother getting very, very close to that BKB will definitely help him out a lot against Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain has also picked up another Void Stone. Looks like she might be grabbing herself. I would kind of expect a Hex just to help her deal with the late game Broodmother, help shut it down.
Yeah, I think Hex is the way to go here. I mean, other item would be either a Lincoln's or a Bloodstone, but I think at this point, the Hex is the best item for Queen of Pain, as Broodmother doesn't need to be careful. Could be a bait here if the silence goes off. Haste is up on Queen of Pain though, and the smoke gang, SQL will actually smoke, looking to maybe use that Brood as bait. They're not going to find a kill though, as VF did reveal himself, and now SQL going to head back towards mid lane. Roche is back up though, and that's what Invasion Red want.
Let's see what they can do. Windrunner camping 4.7 thousand gold. She's got a lot of spare cash. Her Aegis has gone. They didn't get to use that. It looks like they might be going for another Rosh. And again, well, there probably was a Radiant Ward there at some point, but of course the gem making it very difficult to keep them up and running, along with the Plague Wards for scouting as well. And here we go, Venomancer going for the Rosh. In fact, blocking in Rosh as much as he possibly can with those wards. And
that medallion's going to help Rosh go down a lot quicker as well. That's another good use for that medallion.
I don't think the Radiant suspect a thing right now. They might actually send a Trent. Nope, they're not sending anything to check. They're not. They don't know if anything's happening. But I don't. Even if they do.
The Turin spotted them, but I don't think they can stop it.
Yeah, even if they did know, I don't think. I agree. I don't think they can fight them either. Just because they don't have that mid game, and especially with ES with that blink now, and they don't have their BKBs up and running.
They're gathered there though, and Roshan is quite low, and Nightstalker's backed off. Look how low Nightstalker is. Maybe they can actually stop this now because of how much damage Windrunner and Nightstalker have taken. So. Not being as efficient as I think SQL are going to get this Roche simply because of how low HP the Nightstalker is. Yeah, he's popped the ultimate, he's on 300 HP, and SQL are going to steal this. That is big, and that'll help them out immensely. Is Windrunner maybe going to try and force in and steal it? No.
Vengeful Spirit gets the Aegis there. Venomancer's getting taken out. The Sonic Wave bringing down the VS, wasting that Aegis already, but at least they kept it off the Dire team and stole the Rosh. That was definitely a good turnaround. As now the BKB gets popped by Brumo. She's stuck. She's blocked in. Fantastic vision from ES. The stun goes out there. That is Queen of Pain. She gets cleaned on the black hole. Catches only the ES. As I think. Who was that? I think Balinar might have... I can't even see that. It's Windrunner might have briefly walked in, but she will go to swap back into the fight, gets brought down. That's all of the heroes down. The Queen of Pain buying back, I believe, and the Dire's career has just popped up once again. But definitely a great turn of events there for the Dire, for the Radiant team. SQL managed to get that steal off. And like you said, they just took too much damage.
they were not all that efficient with their roaching. It was only 2 heroes, the Venomancer and Nightstalk roaching. If they had Windrunner and Queen of Pain there as well, it would have been much easier. And instead, they get caught out, and now SQL pushing forward. They force buybacks from both Queen of Pain and Windrunner. Big Queen of Pain ulti. Enigma, though, they pop the mech. They don't have the pipe, but still, they're going to take out this Queen of Pain. And Queen of Pain, no buyback. Nightstalker goes down. The gem is on the ground. And now Brood is going to be, take it out, though. Venomancer going to pay for this with his life, maybe.
Oh no, he is back. He fought it in, drops the fissure. As I think that Urn, it doesn't look like it's going to do enough. Furion, though, still in the mix, dropping trees left, right, and center. Echo Slam on cooldown for another 80 seconds, 90 seconds. It looks like the Dire may lose their bottom racks. Edict still doing a lot of damage. Look at that. Look at the racks fall. It's down to about a third of his health now. And there are still 4 Radiant guys up against 3 Dire. Swap in. The stun goes out. Vengeful Spirit with the kill, dropping. Oh, actually, Enigma getting the kill there, but Vengeful Spirit setting that kill up on Windrunner, and Dire losing that bottom racks. What? A Rosh deal. What a turn of events there. It really looked like the Radiant was struggling there just a bit.
Just a few key moments going SQL's way. That early game, like killing that Courier at top, really swing the momentum, and that Roshan still, once again, one small mistake having big consequences. First a Courier, now a Roshan, and SQL are being kept in this game. They're going to have a quick pause, and wow, Goldgraph. Goldgraph was even for a long time, as now SQL find themselves up by about, what is 6k gold, I want to say, and XP as well is now back to even.
As Russian apparently needs a toilet break, so that's why we're paused currently. And yeah, I really thought that they were going to struggle here just because, like you said, they were lacking the BKBs, lacking those early defensive items to keep the Brood alive, although they've got the pipe up and running now. They've got the mech up as well, so now they're on, or actually they're ahead. I don't think, like you said, the Dire. Yeah, no pipe on the Dire, so they are ahead in those terms of those early useful items. And they're now entering the late, getting close to the late game. Broodmother is getting very dangerous. She's got the BKB, she's got the Orchid, she's got another 2.2k saved up. Once she picks, I'm guessing she'll just pick up another damage item, then pretty much just GG it out from there.
And I'd say MKB is a nice damage item to get, or possibly, you don't need the Butterfly, there's not much physical damage, so either MKB or the Dallas.
MKB will prevent Crippling Fear from really doing a number on her. She won't have to prop.
And same for the Windrun, so it's, MKB is a really nice item here for Brood. And I mean, we see the Dire team, they've got 2k gold on Venomancer, but more importantly, not only do they take the racks, they force buyback from both Queen of Pain and Windrunner, so that's going to slow down their farm. Windrunner now no longer has gold for the Sheepstick, and Queen of Pain also going to have his or her Sheepstick slowed down as well. So the racks as well as the buybacks being forced means that SQL are even further ahead than the gold graph sort of shows.
And Leshrac still just just going for any cheap defense bonus. He might actually be able to afford something now. He actually has 1,700 gold saved up. He could actually go for pick up something nice. Do they have drums yet? I mean, drums are nice stats, give him a little bit of help. Can use one of those braces, seeing he doesn't need to drop a slot then. Radiant.
I think the BKB would be nice on him though. I mean, there's so much nukes coming out. The BKB, I mean, drums is great, but it's this late in the game that the drums is only going to give him a little bit of survivability and some movement speed, but the BKB gives massive amounts of HP, but more importantly, the
BKB only gives plus 10 strength. The drums, they give plus 9, so I mean it's almost the same, but it will of course give him that magic immunity if he can get it up. And it looks like Prophet says, no, I don't want a BKB, he's going for a Desolator. He's got the double mithril hammers there, so he's going, you know what, I'm survivable enough, I've got a mech, we've got a pipe, I should be okay. I'm not getting focused by it anyway. They're really worried about the Enigma, they're worried about the Leshrac, the Broodmother, of course, in their face. I guess he figures he's just enough of the threat. Because, I mean, he survived that fight relatively unscathed. He just sort of sat at the back, auto-attacked a few things, popped trees out every now and then, but they weren't really too worried about him, which I think was